Well, it looks like good old BK wants to make sure we all rule this summer with a little extra heat. That's right, guys. You saw the title to this one. In this review, I'm going to be taking a look at both the Frozen Fanta Kickin' Mango and their all-new Fiery Nuggets. So stay tuned because I'm Ian K, and you're about to peep this out.
Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for a little bit of heat early in the morning here right now, even in the middle of June gloom, and it's not really hot at all, but hopefully this is going to deliver in the flavor department on top of the extra heat. So a very lovely situation. Let's start off with that Frozen Fanta Kickin' Mango, a very frosty situation of goodness in my hands here right now. Let me break these both down for you real fast. Okay, so if they're going to be advertising both of these at the same time, I'm definitely going to review them at the same time. So I'm starting off with that Frozen Fanta Kickin' Mango. Very simply what we've got here is a nice cold frosty drink that features a combo of mango and citrus flavors that also happens to be kicked up with a little bit of chili flavor on top of it. So extra spicy action right there. And I got to say, that's definitely different. A first for BK in that department, and it's looking pretty nice. Not bad for $1 overall as well. And off to the side, we have one of the more exciting variations of their popular nuggets over here, featuring an 8-piece order of white meat chicken that's fried up to a crispy golden brown, and then it's coated in what's described as an irresistible spicy glaze made with a combo of bird's eye chili, cayenne peppers, and black pepper on top of that. Very nice situation, guys, so hopefully it's going to really bring that heat. Just to be on the safe side, I've got some ranch off to the side just in case. But guys, a nice little combo of action here, I gotta say, with Fiery Nuggets and that Frozen Fanta Kickin' Mango, this should be pretty fun to check out right now. And because the Frozen Fanta Kickin' Mango is not going to hold up nearly as good as those nuggets naturally here, let me just get started with this particular one, and I will save the nugs for the very end naturally here. But guys, a nice combination of frosty goodness. Let's see if that flavor is going to deliver. This is the all-new, starting off with the Frozen Fanta Kickin' Mango here at BK, early in the AM. Let's peep this out. Ooh. Okay. That's kind of tart, a little tangy, and definitely that artificial type of mango flavor, which I dig. And naturally, this is not really an orange type of situation here. I think they're going with the heated theme by keeping this kind of red, actually. I see what you're doing there, BK. I see what you're doing. But guys, very, very nice in the flavor department. The combination of the citrus and mango type goodness really stands out on this. With a very light little bit of chili at the very end. Nothing to really get heated about naturally, but a little bit of sizzle in the very back of your throat naturally. It's very sweet naturally on top of that. But guys, for $1, this is not bad at all. Very, very nice. Let's go for another couple on this. I like how subtle that chili flavor is. It's like it's trying to be there, but letting you know that it's definitely something different compared to the other versions they've had of this type of drink over here at BK, at least in the flavor department. So you've got that mango flavor, which is pretty solid. It's citrusy, it's sweet, it's sugary. You'd expect that naturally, with a little bit of something in the background, but the flavor is pretty nice on it. It's not bad. Oh yeah, not bad at all. I almost feel like I wish I had a little bit of spice going around the rim of this at the same time, but naturally you're drinking this with a straw. Still, the flavor is pretty nice on this, pretty good. And just to be on the safe side, in case this gets a little bit heated, naturally with the nugs, I got a little bit of something extra to slip into. Very, very nice. So speaking of those nugs, the Fiery Nuggets, guys, they look pretty nice, supposedly glazed with the goodness as you can see throughout the packaging there. There is something that's on these, but naturally is it going to deliver that heat? A very lovely situation here. So if you've seen some of the nugs over here at BK, you already know, crispy, a fairly decent amount of meat naturally there, looking pretty nice. Let's give these a shot. The Fiery Nuggets over here at BK for the summertime. Let's peep this out. Oh yeah. It's got some type of wet type of glaze on this. There comes the heat. It's a nice sizzle. It doesn't feel anything crazy above and beyond, but the nugget almost feels like it's got like a wet type of texture to it there because it's glazed naturally. But wow, it's a peppery type of heat. But it's very tasty on the glaze, guys. It's got like an oily vibe to it, but I am really digging that. Overall, very nice with that white meat. Yeah, these are pretty tasty. Absolutely. Almost like a KFC vibe a little bit with the amount of type of flavor that I'm getting with it. Only because it's like a wet type of glaze with the crispy coating. It's not bad. I actually have a fork that I was given for this, but naturally I think I'm just going to use my hands with it because it's not too bad. But just looking at it, you don't think it's going to have too much of a glazed type of texture, but when you bite into it, it's a very wet type of coating that's really soaking into the nooks and crannies of the breading on the outside of this, so pretty nice. I like that. That's really good. It almost gives it like an extra vibe of something additional on top of what you've ever had over here from BK with the regular spicy versions of these types of things that they've had in the past as well. But the white meat is good, juicy. These are very freshly made right now. A very lovely situation. So let's go for another one. We're definitely going to get into some ranch real quick. Wow, that last bite actually had just a little bit of extra steamy action. Hang on. That really does go pretty nicely with that kickin' mango action. Very nice, guys. All right, a little bit of ranch sauce, my all-time favorite, the old standby. Let's give this a go. We'll go for a nug in some ranch. Wow, now it's kind of beginning to pick up just a little bit because as you're eating more and more of this together, naturally with the light spiciness that I'm getting from that frozen Fanta, the kickin' mango, it's doing it pretty nicely as well. Let's go for a little dip action here. You already know Freak Nasty, when I dip, you dip, we dip together. Early in the AM for June Gloom. I hope you're enjoying this review so far. Let's keep peeping this out. I like the oiliness of it, believe it or not. It's not off-putting, but it really soaks up beautifully into the outer coating of these nugs. And again, the white meat, a nice situation, guys. Just overall very nice. Combination of cayenne peppers, the bird's eye chili, and the black pepper together. Not bad whatsoever, but honestly, I think I'm getting just a little bit more cayenne with this as I'm going along with it, but still very tasty. All right, so let's go for one more bite. We'll wrap this combo review with the overall rating coming up next for both of them together because I think they fit very well nicely together. But guys, a nice combination of tastiness, especially when it comes to these nugs. The extra heat that I'm getting, it's nothing crazy, but it's absolutely elevated. And again, with the texture, with that oiliness, which is again not off-putting, it's a very nice glaze on this. A nice combination. So let's go for one more bite and we'll wrap this one up here. Very tasty. And again, during June Gloom, this is kind of fun to do super early in the AM. Let's go for that last bite and we'll finish this out. Hang on one second. You know, I'm kind of getting a flaming hot vibe when it comes to this kickin' mango right here. So while I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit more orange, guys, I see why they want to keep that red color in your forefront of your mind, strictly because of the heat that this one delivers. And it does have a little bit of something to it. But again, the flavors do shine through when it comes to that citrus and the mango. But when it comes to these fiery nugs, this is easily probably the best version of the spicy versions of the nugs over here that I've had, strictly because of the type of glaze that it's got. It's not something that's baked into the coating. It's actually something glazed on these, and you can really taste that. A nice combination, and especially when you pair it up with your sauce of choice, a nice combination. I would recommend ranch. That goes very nicely. But guys, a lot of fun checking these out this morning. Pretty nice. Yep, there's definitely nothing wrong when it comes to a little bit of heat early in the AM, especially on a super gloomy day here in Southern California here right now, guys. But I have to say, overall, for the combo of what these offer, as you can see with the ratings up on screen here right now for each of them, a lovely combination. And I have to say, it just goes extremely well together when you get them together. I would highly recommend that. Super fun. And like I said, the coating is really tasty on those nugs with the type of glaze that it's got. Pairing it up with your sauce of choice is banging. And when you pair it up even further with that kickin' mango, a nice frosty situation. You can fade that for $1, and I gotta say, it is a pretty tasty flavor. Definitely something worth checking out, especially together the way they're advertising it. All right, so do me a quick favor like always. Drop those comments down below. Let me know if you're gonna be giving these two a shot, because I'd venture to guess if you've made it this far into the review, you're most definitely going to, or at least you're kind of curious about it. But if you do give it a go, what did you think of each of them? Drop those comments down below and definitely let me know. And with that, this is Ian K closing out another high-quality foodie feature for you here on Peep This Out Reviews, bringing you brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Hey, thanks for checking out this review, guys. But just in case you didn't see the one I did before this one, you can find it right up over here, along with what I think YouTube's going to recommend for you to check out as well. As always, I think you'll find something to like in both of them, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. See ya.